I just want to make a point. Like, I know everybody in the sports media, they want to make definitive statements about the NBA when we haven't even gotten to Christmas yet. I know that everybody wants to have like a thought, the Lakers won the in-season tournament. Oh, and that's great for them. I think that's a nice accomplishment. But nothing that has happened to this point in the NBA means anything. Okay? None of the stuff that's happened means anything. Okay? The Warriors are 10-14. It's like, I don't think the Warriors are going to win the championship, but none of what's happening actually matters. Like, let's see they got 60 games to go, guys. Let's see what happens. Okay? It's the NBA. We know who the good teams are. Like, there's no mystery to the NBA. Like, it's been that way its entire existence. We know who's going to be good. So, yeah, and by the way, good or bad, I think I think Boston's got a really good team. We'll see what happens. Like, we're miles away from any of that being able to be discussed rationally. So, yeah. Now this Draymond thing, this may have some lasting impact because of what could happen to them, and if they go into a tailspin while he's out, this could really dramatically affect their season because they're having trouble winning games as it is. But for the most part, like, guys, let's enjoy the ride. Like, I don't want to hear about, I know everybody's like, oh, well, this team, what do you think about this team? Minnesota, man, what do you think about Minnesota? They're playing really well. The number 1 seed right now in the West. It's like, I don't even understand. We never used to talk about seeding until after the All-Star break, at least. And now it's like, we got to talk about, every show's got to talk about the MVP. Who's the MVP? Who do you think's going to win the MVP? So it just makes me laugh, but I just wanted to make the point. Like, listen, I love basketball. I'm following it. I get it. But I completely understand that I'm not watching any of these games going, I mean, if that team's like that, this means, it definitely means something.
Right.
Nothing
I think
that's happened
there's
means
things
anything.
that you can point out and go, okay, this team has this issue. Let's see how this plays out over the next 6 months. So, the Bucks on defense, the Lakers, their size, obviously, like that's, that really helps them. Is LeBron going to stay healthy? Is Anthony Davis going to stay healthy? Are they going to miss extended time? How are the other guys going to play? Denver, Jamal Murray got injured. I don't think he's back yet. It wasn't a really, really serious injury, but, you want to get him back. They still look really good. So that's not, but it's like they can't really have a big injury. Like, if they get a big injury, they're going to have a problem. The Phoenix Suns, I think they played one game with all 3 of their guys, with Durant, Booker, and Bradley Beal, and then Bradley Beal got hurt again.
Yeah, so that ankle injury looked bad.
Yeah, so that's a big problem. Plus, Kevin Durant, he hasn't gotten hurt yet, but he gets hurt a lot now. The Warriors are the Warriors even going to make the play-in tournament now because of this Draymond suspension? Like, that's obviously a problem. And then you got other teams like Minnesota, Indiana. It's like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Let's watch what happens. And then you saw Boston, like, you were kind of discussing this, I think, on the last podcast. Like, yeah, their offense at the end of these close games, just same crap we've been seeing for the last few years. So it's like, what's going to happen, as the games get more important later on in the season. So I think there's things that you can point out and go, all right, this is something to watch. But yeah, like you said, as the games get more important, that's what people need to remember. As the games get more important, the level of play goes up. And then it's like, who can rise up to that level or go beyond that, or are there teams that just, everybody starts getting up here and then they're like, all right, this is as high as we go. And that's it. And then they kind of tail off.
And like I was saying about the in-season tournament, it was playoff level intensity. It wasn't playoff level of play. Okay? The level of play was nowhere close to what you're going to see in the playoffs. So, right. Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from the Lakers winning that tournament. That's awesome for them. Like, it's good to play in high intensity games at, certain points in the season so you can kind of see where you're at. And so I think that's important. I'm really looking forward to Christmas Day. We're gonna have 3 NFL games and like 5 NBA games on Christmas Day. Like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Draymond Green. But yeah, we got the NFL playoffs coming up. We got 3 more games. 3 more weeks of regular season games, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the Dolphins can get in and keep us interested. But yeah, that's all I got. Anything else?
No, I think we're good. So yeah, we'll yeah, I mean, we may. I mean, I don't know what your schedule's like next week, but I mean, I got a bunch of days off, so maybe we can do something in the middle of the week, or I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow us, and everybody have a lovely evening.